Hello. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clinically define recovery from addiction. So if you're a counselor, psychotherapist, social worker, and you're working in the field of recovery from addiction or substance use disorder, kind of all be on the same page as far as what recovery is. Or if you're just watching this video YouTube tutorial because you're curious to maybe you know someone, or maybe you're in recovery and you want to know what does it mean. I'm going to clinically define it for you here. I'm going to write it on this board and we're going to discuss it a little bit more. Okay? So, of course, if you like it, give me a thumbs up like. I have other continuing education, clinical training, educational tutorials on my secure website, imustnotuse.com, where I also have online coursework for continuing education with certificates of completion for renewal certification. Right now, we're just going to define recovery on this board here. Okay? Shall we get started? All right, let's go. Okay, so here's the first part of it. Goes on from here, but the first part is recovery is a process of change. So if you are a counselor or you are a person who's interested in this topic, recovery is a process of change, and this change is a lot of what we do in counseling and therapy, psychotherapy, group, individual, is helping people to change. I mean, there's a lot of issues around change. They're afraid of it. They don't want to do it. They hold on to this stuff. I don't want to let it go. And they don't want to change, or they do, or it's difficult, or it's uncomfortable to change. Okay, so that's a word that we're going to see a lot, change. But I want to take a closer look at this word here, process. We've all heard it. We've used it. We've been using this. Everybody knows what it means. But I want to, from a clinical perspective, this is a clinical word for this tutorial. And when we work, it's a clinical word, process. So what exactly does process mean? You want to look it up? Talk to that, that girl who talks to us on our phone. Ask her. When I do in-service or when I'm in the classroom training new counselors, I let them look it up on their cell phones. Go ahead. Anybody got it in the back there? Type it in the chat message. Okay, so I'll tell you what it means because I have it and, you know, looked it up. I've done it 100 times. Process is a series of steps or actions to perceive a specific or particular end or goal or objective. Okay? Process is a series of steps or actions that one takes to achieve a specific objective or goal. Okay, so what does that sound like? If you're a clinical professional, that sounds like a treatment plan. Okay, so a treatment plan is a series of steps or actions that our patients or clients will take to achieve a particular objective, whatever the objective is, whether it's maintain abstinence, better relationships with family, you know, keep their job, whatever it is. We're going to let them tell us what they want to achieve, and we're going to help them do that. Although sometimes when I do this as an in-service training, somebody will say, hey, that sounds like 12-step programs. And yes, 12-step programs even. Those are steps that start at 1, go 2, get 3, and to get to step 12, and where the objective is having, digging in my memory, having had a spiritual awakening. Okay, so the objective is have a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so process is a clinical expression that we're going to use to help our clients change. Okay, so, and as a side note, for the most part, I found that my clients, patients in counseling, is they change into the person they were really supposed to be anyway, or they change into the person or the feelings of their expressions of how their relationship with themselves that they should have had all along. They change into the person they were really supposed to be before their addiction robbed them of their identity and made them into another person. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to help people go through this process of change. And because we got the 3 dots here, there's going to be more here, okay? So the first part is recovery is a process of change. Makes sense, right? Okay, so let's see what the second part of this is, okay? All right. Okay, so second part, recovery is a process of change through which individuals, that could be you who's watching, or if you're a professional, our clients, our patients, through which our individuals improve their what? Improve their health, okay? So recovery is a process of change through which individuals improve their health and wellness. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so here's the question I'll ask you, or if you're a professional, or if you're just watching. Do drug addicts, when they arrive at treatment for an assessment and an evaluation, or while they're in treatment, or do drug addicts, when they arrive, or are they in general, whether they arrive to us or not, are they healthy? No, they're not. They're usually underweight, malnourished, don't take vitamins, and they're weak, they're sick, they're sniffling, and if they're in withdrawal, they can be, they could be sick, and they have to be hospitalized. So we have to take them to a detox. Okay, so they're not healthy, right? So, and wellness, I just want to talk a little bit about wellness. Wellness is not the absence of an illness. Wellness is not the absence of a disease. Wellness is actually a state of well-being, body, mind, and spirit, mentally, emotionally, where yes, you're taking care of yourself, you're taking vitamins, you're eating, you're praying, meditating, doing yoga, you're improving your mind, improving your spirit, improving your emotions, healthy emotions, your feelings, and your relationships. That all has to do with wellness. Wellness is not the absence of disease. It's an overall well-being, body, mind, and spirit. And we should all have a personal wellness plan that we're doing every day to be well. Okay, so recovery is a process, a series of steps or actions to achieve a particular objective. Recovery is a process of change to which individuals improve their health and wellness. This is what we're working with our patients, our clients. Okay, and it goes on from here. Okay, there's one more part to it. Okay, and then you'll have it all. All right, let's go. Shall we go there? Yeah, let's go. And here's the last part. Recovery is a process of change through which individuals will improve their health and wellness, live a self-directed life, and strive to reach their full potential. Okay, so let's just take a look at a couple of things going on here. Do addicts, our patients, whether they're in recovery or they're not, they haven't arrived for treatment yet, they're out there using. Do addicts, are they living a self-directed life? I'll answer that question for you. It's a rhetorical question. You don't have to answer, because the answer is no. Addicts are not living a self-directed life. Their life is dictated to them. They are being led around by their nose with the drug-seeking behavior. They've forgotten about other things that were important to them, their major role models, their jobs, their family, their friends, their relationships, themselves. their physiological self, they're doing damage, they're in a hazardous, life-threatening situation, and they will continue to use drugs. So this behavior, based on the DSM-5, is dictated almost to how they have to live. So they are not living a self-directed life. So we have to help them, or an addict who's in recovery. If you're watching, it's your responsibility to live a self-directed life now and do and be the person that you were really supposed to be. That's what you've changed into, but this is a responsibility now. You have to live this self-directed life. And do what with it? What do you do with that? You strive to reach your full potential. I ask again, rhetorical question. Have addicts reached their full potential? No, they've been robbed of their potential. They've been robbed of their identity. So we have to help our patients strive to reach their full potential. So, recovery is a process of change through which individuals will improve their health and wellness, live a self-directed life, and strive to reach their full potential. That is the definition, the clinical definition of recovery. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you're asking yourself, what are you making this stuff up? No, just so you know, I'm not making this stuff up. This comes from SAMHSA, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. That's the official definition. And that's what I do in my in-service trainings. That's what I do in my online courses. And that's what I do. That's what I'm doing here. And that's what I do. I'm also an adjunct assistant professor at SUNY Addiction Studies program. But that's what I teach new counselors and just regular people that are in the class. So now, if you are a counselor, we all should be on the same page with this. Or if you're just a recovering person, congratulations. Now go out there and live a self-directed life and strive to reach your full potential. Okay, so in closing, if you like this video tutorial, give me the thumbs up and the like. And also I would ask that you would subscribe to my YouTube channel here, where I have a lot of other educational tutorials. Or you can go to my secure website, imusnotuse.com, where I have continuing education courses that have certificates of completion, certificates for re-credentialing, certification. But it's the same, similar stuff that's on the YouTube channel, okay? All right.